Attention is not collapsing by accident. It is being engineered. This single stark fact is the most critical and least understood reality of our modern digital lives. We live in a world where our minds are not just taken for granted, they are actively mined for profit. Every single day, a vast and sophisticated ecosystem competes with ferocious intensity to claim more of our time, more of our focus. They achieve it through deliberate, calculated, and relentlessly optimized design. This is not culture, it is architecture. The architecture of our digital spaces is becoming the architecture of our minds. The sensation is familiar to almost everyone. You pick up your phone to check a single piece of information. The weather, a message, a map, and an hour later, you find yourself still scrolling, having forgotten your original purpose. This is not a personal failure of willpower. It is the successful outcome of a system designed to produce exactly that result. We notice we are more impatient, more prone to jumping between tasks, less capable of sinking into a state of deep, uninterrupted thought. When attention fragments, democracy fragments. How specifically do these digital platforms cause our attention to collapse? It is not a mystery. It is a matter of deliberate design. Platforms employ a toolkit of persuasive technologies, psychological levers to capture and hold our focus. The goal, maximize time spent on the service, because our attention is the commodity sold to advertisers. Designers create environments hostile to self-regulation. The most obvious feature, infinite scroll. A feed that never ends removes natural stopping points, any friction that would make you ask, is this still a good use of my time? Supercharged by short-form video. Clips of 10 to 60 seconds train our eyes to scan and our minds to seek the next jolt. A cognitive diet of pure sugar. Rapid, intense hits of pleasure or surprise, no nourishment. The brain learns to crave ever faster rewards. The mind prioritizes quick thrills over calm, sustained thought. Over time, this degrades tolerance for things without immediate feedback. A long conversation, a challenging book. Creators responding to incentives compete and accelerate the race to the bottom. Algorithms curating feeds are optimized for engagement, not well-being. The easiest way to get engagement provokes strong emotional reactions. Many people believe that the solution lies in better content moderation. If we can just hire more people or build smarter AI to find and remove the bad posts, the hate speech, the disinformation, the harassment, then the problem will be solved. But this view fundamentally misunderstands the issue. Moderation is a reactive, downstream intervention. It is like trying to mop up a flood while the faucet is still gushing at full blast. The real problem is the upstream design architecture that amplifies and incentivizes that content. Moderation is a necessary bandage, not a cure. A viral piece of disinformation can reach millions in hours. By the time it is taken down, the narrative is set. This systematic erosion of public attention is not just a social or psychological issue, it is a political one. A distracted populace is a passive populace. When citizens are perpetually caught in a cycle of reacting to the latest outrage or a viral moment, they lose the ability to engage in the slow, difficult work of democratic oversight. Leaders can push fast-moving news cycles and loud, simplistic claims, knowing few will check the facts or weigh complex trade-offs. This dynamic creates a profound crisis for accountability. Investigative journalism takes time and resources to produce and requires sustained attention to have an impact. A deeply reported expose can be drowned out in hours by a celebrity scandal. The idea that a wealth of information creates a poverty of attention is not new. Herbert Simon voiced this in 1971. He said a wealth of information creates a poverty of attention, and that attention must be allocated among too many sources. What is new is the industrial scale and precision with which this is exploited. A growing body of research is quantifying the effects of digitally saturated lives. The collapse is measurable. Studies link heavy feed use to diminished, sustained focus and attention residue. Office workers once focused for 2.5 to 3 minutes. Recent measurements show it is under a minute in many digital environments. These declines correlate with the rise of attention-engineered platforms. Collapse is measurable. Collapse is engineered. Some jurisdictions are already showing a path. Australia treats platform design as a public health and infrastructure issue. Its e-safety commissioner developed enforceable industry codes for platform design, especially for young users. These codes mandate changes to defaults, like turning off autoplay and removing algorithmic recommendations for minors. They impose standards such as age gates and simpler processes for deactivating an account. Design defaults can be regulated. Collapse can be slowed. To truly address this crisis, we must fundamentally reframe how we think about it. The collapse of our attention is not a personal failing, and the solution is not more self-discipline. It is a systemic problem. Therefore, the solution must also be systemic. We must treat our collective attention as critical infrastructure, as vital as clean air, safe water, and public roads. We regulate industries that pollute our physical environment. We must do the same for those that pollute our mental environment. We must make the invisible architecture of our digital world visible and hold its architects accountable. We can decide to be stewards of our own consciousness. The future of our civilization depends on it. Attention is infrastructure. Stewardship is survival.